Vince Carter and T-Mac.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm coloring
You
outside
have
the
to
line.
pick a present.
No.
You
I
have
refuse to pick
you
Scotty
have-
Barnes.
Bro.
No.
No.
This is me coloring outside the lines.
Nah.
I will not pick.
That is breaking
I
the
will
rules.
correct.
Just because you don't like Scotty Barnes doesn't mean. Oh Kiddan! Yo, what up, people? Hello, namaste, kam cho, assalamu alaikum, and Sastirika. What up, guys? Welcome back to the Oh Kiddan podcast. I'm your host, Tej, and guess who we got back?
Sir, I appreciate you having me back. I don't know how you do it, why you let me do it, but I'm glad to be here.
I appreciate you coming.
Hey man, let's get the formalities out of the way. All right. You know, I love that handshake, man. I love it.
Yeah.
The fact that we get to do it on the court before you enter the game,
Oh, yeah.
man, that gets me hype. I don't know about you, but it gets
Yeah,
me
it
hype.
gets me hyped too.
Right? So too bad I can't get my jersey on and get, team up with you. But when I go playing like with my older group, right? I pretend like you and I were doing that because I play a little later at night. You in bed already by then.
Yeah.
But it gets me hype.
All right.
I appreciate it.
So now let's get into the episode. So the topic for today, we're going to be playing a game. So this game, basically we're going to pick a team.
Mm-hmm.
And on that team, we need to make a duo. One player that's retired already, but played on that team. And one player that currently plays on that team.
Okay.
And we're gonna make duos. And the rules are we have to pick current player and a past player from the same team as a duo. And you can't use a past player for two teams. Once you pick a player, you're done with that player. Another rule is you can only use the present player for their current team. So you can't use LeBron for the Heat. You have to keep him on the Lakers.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that. That's the episode we're gonna do.
That's gonna be tough, man. Well, I could tell you right up front, if you know me,
Oh, yeah, you're gonna color outside.
if you know me, and I think you know me well,
Yeah.
I will for sure be coloring outside the lines. I'm just saying it. I'm just letting you know in advance. I will be coloring outside the line. So
let's start off with the San Antonio Spurs.
okay.
San
I
Antonio
mean, this is gonna be the
Spurs.
same for both you and me. I feel like there's gonna be about 3 or 4 teams where
It's gonna be the
it's
same.
gonna be the same.
So for the San Antonio Spurs, I'm gonna go Victor Wembanyama
Mm-hmm.
and Tim Duncan.
Correct. So let's just move that. Let's move past that one.
All right.
'Cause I have the same exact setup.
Next, let's get the
So wait. Basically, I'm sorry. We're gonna do a quick rewind in the sense that this is an episode of past meets present,
Yeah.
right? NBA past meets NBA present. Guys, we would have loved to see play together.
yeah,
I would have loved to see Wemby play with Timmy.
yeah, Tim Duncan.
God, can you imagine
That would
that?
be a crazy dude.
Can you imagine
The
that?
paint would be cooked.
I mean, and Wemby can do way more,
Yeah,
right? Oh my, bro. That's a cheat code. That's a 2K player, a 2K combination you want to put together,
yeah.
right? I like that. All right, cool.
All right, so next let's go to the Raptors.
Okay.
Toronto Raptors. I got Scotty Barnes and Vince Carter. What?
Bro,
What?
wait, hold on.
What?
Did I just hear the word Scotty Barnes come out of your mouth?
That's their best player. Who else do they have?
Did I just hear the word Scotty Barnes come out of your
Who
mouth?
else do they have? Tell me.
And that's exactly why I colored outside the line.
Who else?
Because
Tell me.
no. And agreed, which is exactly why I colored outside the lines. Because I am not using Scotty Barnes as a duo I want to see play with anybody from the past. That's me though.
Who do you have?
So before I say, I do want to just double check here and make sure I did this a little bit correct, because I don't want it to be a situation where I'm stuck and I can't use somebody later. So what I'm going to do is quickly modify my list.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with a situation here that's already kind of happened.
Okay.
But in my coloring outside the lines, I'm going to go with players who were related to each other. And they played together. And it was a beautiful duo to watch.
Okay.
And this was Vince Carter and T-Mac.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm coloring
You
outside
have
the
to
line.
pick a present.
No.
No. You
I
have to pick.
refuse to pick
You
Scotty
have-
Barnes.
Bro.
No.
No.
This is me coloring outside the lines.
Nah.
I will not pick.
That is breaking
I
the
will
rules.
correct.
Just because you don't like Scotty Barnes doesn't mean
No,
you.
he's a cool guy. He's all good. What's up? That's fine. but it's not a duo I want to see play. This is my list. And on my list, I have no interest in watching Scotty Barnes team up with Vince Carter.
You just wasted Tracy McGrady
Absolutely
or some other
not.
team.
No, I got some good. Let's just wait and see what happens.
Let's go.
I did not waste Tracy McGrady.
Let's move on to the Washington Wizards.
So we got the Raps, right?
Yeah.
Got the Raptors, and we got the Spurs. All right, cool.
Now let's move on to the Wizards. Washington
Wizards. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure you're gonna go outside the lines.
We'll find out.
I'm gonna go Jordan Poole and Gilbert Arenas.
No. I have no interest in watching Jordan Poole.
Okay.
Especially. No, so here's the other thing. Now I was being funny earlier, but here's my reason for going outside the lines. I also thought about players that would complement each other, skill sets that works well with each other, right? So it's not just you're putting apples and oranges together. No, right? You're not gonna put Shaq with another huge big. I mean, yeah, we did earlier with Wemby, but they're more versatile players, right? You're not gonna put Shaq and Alonzo Mourning together, right? So things like that. They both played on the Heat, but that's not what I'm doing here. I was also thinking, all right, this guy's skill set complements with this guy's skill set because they both play this similar type of basketball, or they will work really well with each other.
Okay.
Which is why I have Gilbert Arenas. Because think about it, you put Gil and Jordan Poole together, one of them is never gonna see the ball because they both love to overshoot, correct?
Yeah.
They both want to get their shot off. So how does that work? It doesn't work, right? It's basically 1v1 v2. Right?
Yeah.
So that's why I can't go with that. I had to color outside the lines again.
Okay, who do you go?
I went Gil with Bradley Beal.
Okay,
I know.
Oh my God.
He's currently in the NBA, right? It's better than my team Mac Vince Carter.
Okay, it's better than that, but it's still not good. Okay,
so
next we got
Bradley Beal. The compliments will go well.
Next team we got Utah Jazz.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Jordan Clarkson.
Okay.
And Karl Malone.
That's a good one.
A point guard and a power forward.
It's a good one, but I got one better, and I colored outside the lines.
I'm gonna end this episode right now, bro. I do not want to hear any of this.
I colored outside the lines. I went Karl Malone and Donovan Mitchell.
Oh my.
That would have been great, but think about it. They're both big bodies. Just think about though. They're both big bodies.
Yes, it would be great.
One's an elite a guard who can shoot from outside, score like 70 points or something.
It is better than Jordan Clarkson, but
Correct.
Still, you're not following the rules.
But then the other element of what I thought about: who do I want to watch play? Who do I want to see? Who will I take my time out of my day to go watch? Right? I'm not watching Jordan Clarkson and Karl Malone play. I don't want to see that. I want to see Don play. I want to see Spider.
Yeah.
With the mailman, right? That's more fun basketball.
All right, so now
Which is why Vince and T-Mac is more fun than Scotty Barnes.
Of course it's more fun, but you're literally fully breaking the rules there.
No, I'm modifying the rules.
No, you're breaking the rules.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not sorry.
I'm done, bro. All right, next, let's go with my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers. We both have the exact same
We're going to the same team.
LeBron and Kobe.
Correct. Let's move on. LeBron and Kobe. Anything different is a travesty. Yeah. I'm sorry. Anything different is just a travesty.
Yeah.
I followed your rules.
Finally, bro.
I followed your rules on the Spurs.
Okay, that's just because there's a good player currently. Okay. That's the only reason you're doing that. Okay. Next, let's go with the Hawks. Atlanta.
What?
Bruh.
The Hawks. No, for real. Seriously, go ahead.
I'm going to go Trae Young and Tracy McGrady.
That would work really, really well. That would work amazingly well. Granted, though, T-Mac was on his later years on the Hawks.
Yeah.
But a prime T-Mac with Trae would be nice. Yeah. I would watch that. As much
the first one you would watch with me.
As much as it hurts me to say, because we have a friend who's a diehard Hawks fan that I like to pick on. Because the Hawks help other teams set records, right? They do that a lot. But that would be a fun one because I'm a huge T-Mac fan.
Yeah.
I'm a huge T-Mac, so I think that would be a fun one to watch. For me, I cut it outside the lines again, and I went with ISO Joe. ISO Joe he's ISO Joe.
Yeah.
Right? He's a bucket with Dominique Wilkins. ISO Joe
doesn't even play anymore.
Correct.
Bro, what are you doing?
Well, he does play, just not in the NBA. ISO Joe and Dominique Wilkins will be an amazing duo to watch play together.
You're right, it would be, but still.
All right, next.
Okay, next, let's go with Celtics.
Ooh, okay.
So, this is like, I think some people would say it's a travesty because some people think the other player is better than this one.
Okay.
But I'm going with Jaylen Brown and Larry Bird.
We both have the exact same thing. I'm sorry, I couldn't go with Tatum because I'm gonna say it this way: who won the Finals MVP? Enough said. You may think one is sure, but who has the hardware? There was a thing about Steph, right? He's great. However, he's still missing that hardware, that piece, a very important piece of hardware, which is the Finals MVP.
Yep.
So until Tatum gets it, I gotta go with Brown.
Yep. All right. Next, let's go with Brooklyn Nets.
And that duo will be amazing, right? Bird and Brown. That even sounds good. Bird and Brown.
All right, now let's go with the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go Cam Thomas.
Okay.
And Jason Kidd.
I got a better one.
We probably covered outside.
I did. But my guy's still playing in the NBA.
That's still not okay.
Jason Kidd, Kyrie Irving.
Oh my, bruh.
That would be amazing to watch. Can
Bruh.
you imagine watching that?
Yes,
though?
it would be really good, but still.
That would be like phenomenal TV to watch. Both of them in their prime, running down the court. I tune in. I tune in.
Let's go with the Hornets next.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. You probably covered outside the lines again.
We'll find out.
I'm gonna go LaMelo Ball.
Okay.
And Alonzo Mourning.
We're almost the same. I did pick Zoe first, but then I changed my mind because I thought about something different, right? This is something that I would know because I grew up watching. So I have a different. I was in that era when they were all coming up together, the Alonzo Mourning group, and I have LaMelo Ball. I stayed in the lines this time,
finally.
and I have Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson, aka Grandmama. Man, this guy he was different. He was called Grandmama, and he was like a football player. He was a football linebacker. He was basically a Ray Lewis playing basketball. He was built like a tank.
Okay.
And he could get you a bucket. He had a nice soft touch. He played on the Knicks for a while, but his days in Charlotte and he was Zoe's teammate. Yeah, they didn't get along all the time.
Okay.
But Larry Johnson was one of those dudes. He was a force.
Okay.
And he was a beast.
All right.
Imagine like Donovan Mitchell, but like 3 inches, 4 inches taller.
That's insane.
And just like
that was him.
Jacked.
That was him. Yo.
He just couldn't shoot outside like Don can because that's the new player can.
Yeah.
The 3-point era and all that. But he was special.
All right. Next, let's go with the Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Zach LaVine. And Michael
Jordan. Zach and Mike, dunk champs.
Yeah.
High flyers. Ooh, that's a good one.
I bet you have something different.
I do have something different, but what I'm thinking is, should I make a last minute change?
A last minute change?
A last second change.
Okay. Did you?
No, you got me thinking now, pondering. You know that emoji, this one?
Yeah.
Was it this one? Whatever way it was?
Yeah.
That's what you got me doing right now.
Okay. I wonder
I'm going to cut her outside the lines.
Okay.
I enjoy cutting outside the lines. It just gets you worked up. I'm going to go with Michael Jordan. How can you not? And if you don't, there's something wrong with you. Michael Jordan, and very recently they just had a celebration commending this man for all his efforts, and he just recently retired. He's well respected around the league for his work ethic, and just that kind of guy. Derrick Rose.
Oh yeah.
Derrick Rose and Michael Jordan together would be insane. That would be nonsense.
That
would be crazy.
That's insane. That's crazy.
So that's who I got. Michael Jordan, Derrick Rose.
All right, next let's do the Cavs.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
But this is a guy, he was later in his career, but he was a great player. And I'm gonna have to go with Donovan Mitchell and Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace was nice on Detroit.
Yeah, but I'll still go
Shaq also played on Celtics. No? Okay. I tried. I'm gonna go with, because I used Don already for Utah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Darius Garland.
I knew you were picking Darius Garland.
Darius Garland. I used Kyrie already, right? I used Braun already. Kevin Love's left.
Can't pick him though. He's not currently playing on the Cavs.
Sure. That's why I picked Darius Garland. I picked Garland.
Okay.
All right. And my other guy, I followed your rules.
Okay.
I followed your rules.
Okay, let's go. Tell me.
Ron Harper. Ron Harper.
Oh, okay.
Ron Harper, had he not gotten hurt, they were talking about him being like he was giving Michael Jordan problems.
He actually was?
Yes. He was giving MJ problems until the injuries started coming in, right? Because durability is a big thing in the NBA. How many players who coulda, shoulda, woulda, but injuries came, right? T-Mac, injuries came.
Yeah.
Some other players I don't want to name right now, but because we still have to go through their teams,
Yeah.
injuries came in. So, that type of thing.
All right. Now let's go with your favorite team right now, the Dallas Mavericks.
That's not my favorite team.
But
one of my favorite players is playing on the team, and I think we both are the same guys. Let's get it out of the way.
For sure. Luka and Dirk.
Luka and Dirk Nowitzki, Luka Doncic. Anything different would just be asinine. It'd be ludicrous. So, all right.
Next, let's go with the Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Joker, Nikola Jokic, and Carmelo Anthony.
So you have Melo and Joker?
Yeah.
Ditto.
Exact same?
Exact same. How can it not be?
Yeah.
Right? Anything different would be, you just got to be a fan of somebody else then.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Joker and Melo.
Yeah.
Easy.
And next, let's go
Man,
with...
imagine them playing together.
That would be insane.
Sheesh. Insane.
All right, next, let's go with the Pistons.
Okay.
I know you covered outside the lines. You are not picking Cade Cunningham.
I considered it.
Okay, of course.
Considered it.
But I'm going to go with Cade and Grant Hill.
So I went with Grant Hill. And then there's only one guy left that you have to, and you must, and you cannot ignore, who gave Detroit their first chip. Isaiah Thomas. You
can't do that.
I just did.
No, you can't. That's the problem. You did, but you can't.
Why not though?
Because you can't.
Would you want to watch, what'd you name?
Cade and Grant.
And Grant, or you want to watch Isaiah Thomas and Grant? Isaiah Thomas and Grant. Thank you so much.
That's not the game right now.
Isaiah Thomas and Grant.
No.
Isaiah Thomas and Grant.
No.
Zeke and Grant.
You're not doing that. Okay, next. Let's go with the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Steph Curry.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with a guy I normally wouldn't say a lot, but I'm going Baron Davis.
You know, man, Baron Davis was a problem. This guy was a problem.
I'm going Curry and Baron Davis.
BD, oh my God. He had the best bop in the game. And I considered him. I really did. But I thought about somebody else.
Okay.
And I didn't go back for a whole lot of players. Like, there's a whole other era of basketball way before these guys, right?
Like Will Chamberlain.
Correct. And the Russells and all them. I didn't go back a lot with those guys, but I had to go back with one of them. Or maybe a couple of them. And both of them, like, well, we'll get to the second one. For now,
okay.
I had to go Will Chamberlain.
Okay.
Wilt and Steph. Because the Warriors have always lacked a center. A big man inside.
Yeah.
Just historically, I think as an organization.
Like right now,
they had Weber, but in the rookie year, then he got traded.
Yeah.
You were saying?
Right now, for the Warriors center, it's Kevon Looney.
So like I said, they've always lacked
like
a superstar center, right? A center that's going to be in your, like your Jokers and your Embiids and whatever. Yeah. So this is why I feel like Wilt
that would be a great
Steph.
Duel. That would be insane duel.
Can you imagine Wilt can score at will and Steph scores at will?
Yeah.
And one from deep, one from inside. It'd be a wrap.
Yeah.
It would literally be a wrap.
The whole league's cooked if them two.
Well, from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah.
Because Steph, Wilt can play defense, but then Steph, like you would be in a little bit of trouble with the taller guards.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like your T-Max and your but I don't know. You know what I would love to see though?
What?
Embiid against Wilt.
Yeah.
How would Wilt handle that? Right? That'd be different.
Next, let's go with the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
Right. But you maybe covered outside the lines. I don't know. I'm gonna go Jalen Green.
It's a good one.
And Hakeem Olajuwon.
It's a good one. I went outside the lines. I went Hakeem Olajuwon and James Harden.
Oh my.
That prime James Harden.
Bro.
That James Harden, the James Harden, the MVP one, right? When he was in the Rockets. Yeah. But not that one. The James Harden, they were guarding from behind James Harden because they were so scared to guard him up front. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Remember that few months or that few weeks where the NBA players on different teams were guarding James Harden from the side.
Yeah.
Think about how we are taught to play basketball.
Yeah.
At the ground level. Get in between your man and the basket.
Yep.
NBA players said, nah. Coaches said, nah. I want you to play him from the side.
Yeah, that's insane. That is insane.
This is what this man did. So that's why I gotta go with James Harden.
Next, let's go with the Pacers.
Also, I think I don't know how that would work though.
James?
I think it would work because he gives a lot of oops to Capella, right?
Yeah.
So he would be giving a lot of oops to Olajuwon, who can also work outside. James would just have to learn how to slash to the basket now.
Yeah.
A little more.
So now let's go with the Pacers.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
And Reggie Miller.
It's a good one. I went with Reggie Miller and I went with Paul George.
Oh my God, bro. I think
who do you want to watch? Paul George with Reggie Miller?
Honestly,
actually, a lot of people would probably say, I want to watch Paul George with Tyrese Halliburton. Is what they would say.
No, but actually, like Halliburton and Reggie Miller.
No, that's a good man.
I think that would work more.
I would agree.
Because-
although I would say
because-
Paul George is a better player than Halliburton.
Yeah, he's definitely a better player, but Tyrese Halliburton would find Reggie open for three.
Yeah, but Paul George and Reggie Miller are straight buckets from anywhere.
Yeah, that's
So how do you guard that?
also
I'm
true.
just saying.
But I would say what would work more though. is Halliburton.
What would be more viewed from a consumer standpoint,
That would be PG.
a fan standpoint?
That would be PG.
All day.
Right.
So
Next, let's go with the Clippers.
okay.
I'm gonna go Kawhi Leonard, and I think this is a great duo.
Mm.
Kawhi Leonard when he's healthy, or when he's
You
not
have
on
to
the bench.
preface it with when he's healthy.
Yeah, and Jamal Crawford.
Man, Jay Crossover, man.
Yeah.
Much respect to him. He was a six man, one of the two greatest six mans ever.
Yep.
And the other six man was on that team too, Lou.
Yeah.
So I went Kawhi Leonard and I went Blake Griffin.
Oh.
Prime Blake
yeah.
Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
That Blake Griffin that was all over the place on commercials, those Kia commercials,
Yeah.
the dunk champ. This guy came in as a rookie, but then he got hurt. But then the second year as a rookie, he was yamming it on
Yeah.
everyone. And Kendrick Perkins knows all about it,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of guys know all about it. Mozgov.
Yeah.
Remember there was a saying, you got Mozgoved. There was a saying.
That's crazy.
Blake Griffin made throwing the ball, what was it, trunking,
Yeah.
popular.
Drunking.
He was not even dunking. He was
Yeah.
throwing the ball into the rim
Yeah.
on people, on grown centers.
That is crazy.
If you don't go back and watch Blake Griffin highlights from his early Clippers days.
Yep.
Lob City? Ooh.
Yeah, Lob City.
Lob City was. Oh my God, that was
Man.
must-watch TV.
Yeah.
Must-watch TV. It's too bad they had a really terrible owner who dismantled the fabric of that team. But that team was, I feel like that team was bound towards a chip.
Yep, for sure.
They were.
For sure.
Yeah, they just fell short.
All right, next let's go with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with John Morant
Of course.
and Pau Gasol.
I went with John Morant and Marc Gasol.
Oh.
Because Mark stuck around long enough to
Yeah.
take them. Powell left. So I went with the younger Gasol brother. So Ja and Mark for me, Ja and Powell for you.
Yep. Next, let's go with the Heat.
Okay.
I'll go with Jimmy Butler.
How can you not? The great duo.
That's
Look, I'm following your rules.
Okay, finally. That's insane though. D-Wade's like a great passer,
Yep.
and Jimmy can also pass.
Yep.
And they're both scorers.
Yep. And they're both dogs, man. Right? They're both grit and grind.
All right, next let's go with the Timberwolves.
Okay. Oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Anthony Edwards and Kevin Garnett.
Correct.
Easy.
Imagine that though. KG and Ant together.
That's
Ooh. That would be
insane.
And both of them have that fire, like that want to go kill anyone, everyone, supreme confidence,
Yeah.
high flyers,
They both trash talk.
trash talk. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that would be so much fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be so much fun to watch. All
So
right.
much.
All right.
Next, let's go with the Bucks.
Bucks, okay.
I'm gonna go Giannis and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
How can you not?
Yeah.
How can you
I
not?
was thinking about Dame, but then I thought
Nah.
Giannis and Kareem would dominate the paint.
How do you guard that?
You can't.
The only thing missing though is the long ball, right? The deep ball. But listen, like with that two duo,
Yeah.
they can compensate for that. They can. So, yep.
All right, next, let's go with the Pelicans.
Okay.
Got Zion
Okay.
and DeMarcus Cousins.
Boogie.
Yeah.
Boogie. I got Zion and I colored outside the lines with AD. I actually thought about Brandon Ingram,
Oh, yeah, but
but they play together.
yeah.
So I went with AD. So AD would be really good with that. You had, who was it again? Zion and
DeMarcus.
Boogie. Okay.
Next, let's go with the Knicks.
Okay.
Jalen Brunson and Patrick Ewing.
Same.
Man, we have so
Same.
many sames, bro.
Following your rules, man.
Yes.
Just trying to follow your rules.
Finally, bro.
Okay.
Finally. All right, next, let's go with Thunder.
Okay.
Got SGA and Sean Kemp.
Ooh, SGA. Okay.
I went SGA and Sean Kemp.
Okay. That's a good one. Really good one. So I went very outside the lines. Like, I've been going outside the lines. This has been like, you'll learn this later in advanced math
Okay.
or more advanced in elementary math.
Okay.
Or you may have already, right? You know what an outlier is on a graph, right? It's almost like a scatter plot. Like you have these groups of, they do math, right? And then you get the averages of whatever the averages of this thing happening around, like a lot of players in this little range here. Some maybe more this, some maybe more that. You have 4 quadrants. And then you have your one outlier that's way out here, right? You're the anomaly,
Okay.
right? This was my anomaly pick.
Okay.
Like Russell Westbrook, he's an anomaly, right? He's not your traditional point guard.
Yeah.
Right? Steph came in and then became the anomaly.
Yeah.
Guys like that. Right? Isaiah Thomas was an anomaly, undersized point guard, led a team, won a chip.
Yeah.
So this is my anomaly pick though. Not saying the players are all anomalies,
Okay.
but my pick.
Okay.
Because OKC again kind of behaves like an anomaly as well.
Yeah.
With their 300 draft picks that they have available to themselves. So I went with not a duo, but a trio.
Oh my God.
And not a trio with four, but not with four, but with five. I went with a starting five. I went with my dream starting five for OKC / Supersonics.
I'm so angry, bro. Oh my God.
So would you like to hear them?
I think I
You
might.
probably already know them.
I think I might.
Sean Kemp.
For sure.
So I put Kemp at the 5, KD at the 4, right?
Yeah.
Then I put SGA at the 3.
Yep.
I put Russ at 2
Yes.
and Gary Payton at 1.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man, that would be an insane team. Insane. Imagine that. And then James Harden at the 6th. I know I already used him. I know I already used him. But as a 6th man, he would still remain a 6th man on OKC regardless. But think about how much talent that has come through there, right?
Yeah.
So that's me in my anomaly. I appreciate you allowing me to, or at least entertaining me. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next, let's go with the Magic.
Okay.
I know you caught outside the line.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go Paolo Banchero and Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay. I went with Shaq and Dwight. Shaq and Dwight. That is my only pick where I talked about. Remember earlier I talked about I can't put two big men together?
Yeah.
These are the only
No,
two.
you put Giannis and Kareem together.
Correct. But these two are my only true
centers,
big
true
men.
centers.
True centers I put together. Meaning that we are not going to shoot anything past 10, 15 feet at all. No, 15 feet is even too much. Everything's near the basket.
Yeah.
Everything near the basket. And don't even come near the basket, right? Because that's a block party.
Yeah, that's
So,
like one guy himself was a block party.
correct. Now you got two massive human beings.
Yeah.
And good luck trying to guard any of them.
Yeah.
Once they get in the paint, it's a wrap. So,
All right, next, let's go with the 76ers.
I already know you got. I already know.
Well,
You're on the same team.
Joel Embiid
Correct.
and AI.
Of course. How can you not? Anything different would be crazy.
That's
Yeah. Allen Iverson, Joel Embiid.
a crazy duo though.
That is a crazy dude. And it's great. Point
Yeah.
guard, big man.
Yeah.
Both can shoot, right? Because both can shoot.
Yeah,
both have footwork.
Both can drive.
Both can drive,
Both have a mid-ranger.
right? Both can finish at the basket. Both have, up and this flashiness to their game.
Both can play defense.
Both are media personalities.
Yeah.
Both trash talk.
Yeah.
I don't know about AI in that sense, but Embiid can.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a really good.
Yeah.
I just know that a lot of people would tune in to watch that.
Yeah. Well, a lot.
Both MVPs,
Yeah. Both MVP.
right? I think it'd be great basketball.
For sure. Next, let's go with the Suns.
Suns, okay.
I'm gonna go KD.
KD, okay.
You can't use him
I
though.
know I can't use him,
And Charles Barkley.
which is why I went with Charles Barkley and Devin Booker.
Okay.
Followed your rules.
Okay. All right. Next, let's go with the Blazers.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Shaden Sharp
Okay.
and Clyde Drexler. Clyde the Glide.
Okay.
Okay.
You missed an important era in the middle there. You missed a very important era in the middle. And let me bring you up to date.
Ooh, look.
Why would you? Can I ask you a question? Wait, did you already use Dame?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh no, I never used him. I can't use him though.
Why?
That's the problem.
That's why. You following two strict rules. I did not, sir. So what I did was, I went with. So here's the part of the rules I am following. Brandon Roy. You have no idea who Brandon Roy.
I've heard his name.
Brandon Roy was a problem.
Monstar.
He was a problem.
Okay.
Like he was basically pre-Steph Curry.
Seriously.
Yes.
Actually.
He was pre-Steph Curry.
Yo.
I'm gonna go on record and say it. He was pre-Steph Curry.
Okay.
He was a serious problem. He would give Kobe fits. He was giving guys problems.
Really?
He was one of those guys. Injuries once again
Oh.
hurt his career.
Okay.
That knee injury, man, took a lot of guys out.
Okay.
And Brandon Roy was one of those guys.
Okay.
Go back and watch some highlights. Brandon Roy was an automatic bucket.
Okay.
He was a guard. I think a point guard or maybe a shooting guard. But he was awesome. He was so much fun to watch. He made watching the Blazers fun.
Could he shoot?
Did I just say pre-Steph Curry?
And can he shoot from deep?
No. He was shooting deep, but not like Steph just took it to the next level.
Okay.
But this guy was a bucket. Like he was like, you could say Gil, right? A combo that. He was Gil. another version of that.
Okay.
Brandon Roy was crafty.
Was he better than Gil?
It's hard to say, right? They both got injured. The one had a short career. One got injured early. It's hard to say. I won't go on record to say anything. One was better than the other.
Okay.
But I would say if you put them both in a matchup to where they were go just shoot, I don't know who would win. Like they're both elite shooters. So in that sense, I put Brandon Roy, and I considered Greg Oden.
Okay.
Because Greg Oden, I think, would have been an insane monster
Yeah.
had he not got hurt. Again, injuries, right? The Blazers are riddled with injuries. So I'm going to go with Brandon Roy and Damian Lillard. I think that duo would be so much fun to watch.
Okay.
Rip City will be ripping.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So this is our last team.
is it?
Yep.
Are we through all the teams already?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this is the Kings.
Okay.
I'm gonna go De'Aaron Fox
Okay.
and Chris Webber.
Same exact. I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't go with anybody else. C Webb, Prime C Webb was a
Yeah. He wasn't.
yes. And he's one of the
He also
Yeah.
got injured, right?
correct. Got injured. And C Webb was one of those like new age new age centers
Point.
who could handle the rock.
He could.
Yeah.
He could handle the rock.
Oh yeah. As a center, he could handle the rock.
Okay.
He could handle the rock, and he could not like. Don't get me twisted. Like, don't get twisted. Like he wasn't like Jason
Okay.
Williams.
I know that. Yeah.
But as a center, he could handle the ball.
Okay.
He was flashy, creative, and he could stretch the floor.
Okay.
He's one of those like new age centers who was stretching the floor.
All right.
One of those bigs. And he could shoot that mid-range jumper consistently. So him and
De'Aaron
D Fox.
Fox is fast.
Correct.
So
Correct.
that speed. with
Yes.
That big.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
And that's the style of basketball they play.
Yeah.
So C Webb was up and down too.
Yep.
And he was a high flyer. So Fox, he could shoot, he could pass, he could do it all.
Yep.
Right? Both of them guys can. So it'd be a great blend together.
Yeah.
So all right, man, this is fun. I
Yeah, that
really
was a
enjoyed
fun
this.
episode.
That was. I really enjoyed this. I'm actually curious to know what our viewers would think,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do you think that some of these matchups would be a little maybe there's a better matchup that we didn't think of?
Oh yeah.
Could be,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe not. I think we got them all pretty much.
Yeah.
But there's always somebody, what you forgot about so and so.
Yeah.
What about this matchup? Heck, you coloring too far out the lines.
Yeah.
You got to calm down and follow Tej's rules. You're going a little too crazy there. But Tej, I want to thank you for allowing me to do that, making it fun. You know, I like to mix things up a little, right? It just makes it more fun.
Okay.
You can't follow the rules right. You follow the rules, but just you bend the rules.
You did not bend the rules.
Did I break them?
You broke them. You broke them
I bent
fully.
them so much they broke.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
God.
You made a whole 5 list, bro. that is just insanely breaking it, bro.
That was bold of me. Yes, I agree. That wasn't a little bit of a far reach. But think about it.
And you had a 6-man.
Think about it though. Think about the team.
You could have said that after the episode. After you did that
You gotta
duel.
put it on air, man. Put it on air. But again, this is fun. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir, so much. And anything else for you?
Nope.
All right. Well, with that, see you later. Alvida, aapjo khuda hafiz, sat shri akal. Until next time, at Oh Kiddan.
Peace. Oh Kiddan.